You know, there was a physical event that happened that I believe jump-started my Kundalini Awakening. It's pretty interesting. I'm trying to get a non-grandpa angle here. Maybe you can see my whole body for once. So I was at home. This was after my ex-wife left, or whatever. Anyway, I was doing some pull-ups in one of those pull-up bars, you know, that goes over the doorway, and I pulled up on the thing, right, and the doorway snapped, like the top, the board that was supporting the thing, it snapped as I was pulling myself up, right. So I'm doing it, and I go like that, and I it snaps like halfway up, so I fly backwards, like, right? And I land on my tailbone in the hallway. It was a really big hallway. I flew about, I don't know, like literally 5 feet. And I immediately felt like a rush. And I was like, oh, this is really weird. So I grabbed my daughter real quick, and I was like, just watch me for a minute here, because something's going on. And I sit in my computer chair at that point, and I started to black out. And it was just a feeling that I never had before. And so I did black out, apparently. In my mind, what I was feeling was, I felt like my head was like shaking back and forth rapidly like this. But what actually was happening was I was like gasping for air, and like I was like having a seizure, like, and you know, I guess my daughter freaked out a little bit for a minute there, but I came back to, and that was when, I mean, even from that moment, I was like, this is a different life. I was like, I am now a different person. It felt like a major partition had happened, and now that I find out that part of the Kundalini experience of moving up the chakras from the base chakra up has to do with the transfer. Sorry about the wind. The transfer of spinal fluid, or the free movement of spinal fluid. I know for a fact that was the most major catalyst in my. Let's see. And there goes the phone. It's so windy out here. I'm probably going to use this video anyway, because who cares? So yeah, it was really interesting. I've always done a lot of research about spirituality and stuff like that, but I was blocked up by a lot of dark arts spell work at that point, and just to clarify, a lot of spell work is literally just like narcissism itself is spell work. Alright? Because like that's one reason why they call like spelling in school, why they call it spelling, because words are spells. Like a lie is technically that's dark arts, you know what I mean? So narcissism as a concept is really a form of dark arts. So although I was already aware of narcissism as well, it just, I don't know, it took it to a physical level, to a spiritual level, to like a spinal level, you know, a real chakral, a real, it was an awakening, it really was. And that was a couple years ago. So this is how things progress. You know, you combine knowledge with, you know, sometimes some practicality and some, you know, physical intervention, and you become a spiritually enlightened individual. So I don't know what to tell you besides, you know, through your spiritual hygiene, your actual hygiene, you know. There really is no separation between anything, or among anything, you know. Psychology, spirituality, art, philosophy, science. It's all connected, you know. Way back in the day, do you think they had names for all that stuff? No. Way back before humans had language, do you think they had different names for all that stuff? Live like that. Peace. I forgot to mention that my not only did I have like a spiritual awakening after this accident, but I also didn't have any pain whatsoever in my tailbone or at all. So hey, that I think is it was pertinent enough for me to hit record again.